What's up, YouTube? It's Dom Universe. Today we about to talk about nature. Real quick, I did record another video, but that shit is like 30 minutes, and it was really supposed to be an episode of Untold Truth, but I'm gonna wait for that. That is way too much information. We gonna wait 4 more days. Wait, today Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 more days. 4 more days. Yeah, it's worth the wait. Now, today, as you can see, it's raining. I actually love when it's raining. Like a lot of people don't like when it rains. I love when it rains. It's relaxing. And no, I'm not like the weird people who like to get sleepy when it rains. I got a lot of energy, so I'll probably be working out, which is what I'm about to do in a minute. Eat to get my protein, fat, and carbs, cause bulking up. And probably listen to a scary story or watch something on YouTube or something. But anyway, today, my fellow kings and queens, it's kind of raining harder now. We need to talk about the knowledge of nature, right? I mean, sometimes the sounds of cars driving in streets when it's moist is a nice sound, but when they got loud ass motors, it's just anyway, nature, right? So nature is technology. Now you may notice in most of my videos I am outside. I am outside because when you step into nature, right, especially when you're barefoot, you can get answers from the universe, the earth, the gods. Now, what I mean by this, when you step into nature, right? Let's say you a vegan, and this will enhance the effects. This will enhance the abilities. You eat nature. You eat plants. You eat a plant-based diet. You are already vibrating at the same frequency as the earth. If you have been doing it long enough, right? So check this out. Let's say you go in nature, right? Even if not bare feet. Even if not meditating, if you go out into nature and you sit there for a while, just sit in the grass or just whatever, just around plants and whatnot. If you are spiritually inclined, you can begin to hear these plants communicating with each other or communicating with you. Now, plants, right? All these plants around me. Sometimes I hear them. Now it depends. Sometimes it depends on what your vibrational frequency is, how high vibrational you are. Because these plants are high vibrational. They make your vibration higher if you eat them. You can eat a regular plant that's not even necessarily meant for eating. Now you got to remember, our ancestors and our everybody from back in ancient times, they used to live in nature. You got people who still live in nature now. Natives live in nature. Africans live in nature. Like, and that's actually where I think I want to build a house in nature, because especially with the meditation retreat temple thing I want to build, I want that to be in nature as well. But look, we are like plants. We have the hair like it's like a tree. It's like a tree. It's like grass. You cut it, it got waves. You grow it, you let it get poofy, it looks like a tree. We get nutrients from water. We get nutrients from the sun, just like a plant. What happens when you go outside with no shoes on? You become grounded. You in order for you to connect to Earth's chakra, which is in the core of the ground, you can imagine yourself with roots. Our anatomy is similar to nature as well. If you look at the veins and vessels in our bodies, it look like roots as well. But if you imagine roots coming from your feet all the way down into Earth and to its chakra, you can connect to Earth's chakra, aka inner Earth, aka Agartha. You become in tune with Earth's frequency. Now, Earth is a living, breathing organism. Remember that. It's a female. It's a feminine energy. So it knows everything that's going on around the Earth and in the universe. So that is why when you're in nature, you can get what is called downloads of information. Just like a computer. Because the computer is actually based off of... Hold on, I got water dripping on my screen, messing with the lighting. Hold on. shit just tweaked with the whole lighting. Let me try to fix that. I never fuck with the lighting. Anyway, now when you out here in nature, right, you can get downloads of information from the earth, from the plants. Now you can also communicate with these plants by and get answers from them by, like, let's say you want the same way you want a person to listen to you talk, you need to learn how to listen to the plants. So when you go into nature, right, you can grab the leaf. Let me show you. Grab the leaf. Grab the leaf. I don't care if you feel like you look stupid. I don't care how you look. Talk to the tree. Talk to the plant. Talk to the bush. It's alive. It's a living, breathing organism. It takes food in just like you. We are related to plants. So these plants, they give you information. Of course, they don't speak language. They give off frequencies, vibrations. So let's say you're touching it and you're trying to listen to it. You ask it for something. You say something to it. Hold on to it and listen to your intuition and your gut. You will get a download of information from this plant, from this tree. That is why this is partially why I'm so much able to give y'all so much knowledge and bring out all these videos almost every day on my YouTube channel. Because I'm out here with nature, and also I'm a researcher. But when you out in nature, you get so much knowledge. You begin to get that surge of energy that you get when you realize something. You know that feeling you get when you realize something and you're just like, oh, even if you come out of nature, you become smarter. You just know all type of things that you didn't piece together in that moment, but it all just fell into your brain out of nowhere. A download of information. You go into nature. Go sit outside for at least 30 minutes with no shoes on. That'll boost the effects. That also can cure cancer. It does a lot of benefits. I actually haven't been out here grounding myself in a while. But because look at this weather. Look at this weather. Que mierda. But anyway, talking to trees. Trees talk back. Now imagine if we didn't have trees. Imagine if we didn't have plants. What type of oxygen would we have? We already have messed up oxygen due to the pollution and the chemtrails and whatnot. Or geoengineering. We look at all this. All these plants out here. How do you think our ancestors were so smart and able to build on this planet? Maneuver certain ways because they got information from Earth. They knew about plants. Matter of fact, every medicine you ever will possibly need is in nature. If let's say there was no bullshit where people were putting out fake diseases and diseases, period, man-made diseases, all type of medicine, pharmaceutical medicines, etc. You come in. Everybody used to get their medicine from nature before all that pharmaceutical and man-made diseases and whatnot was a real thing. And some of the diseases that do exist, they were treated with natural herbs and remedies and whatnot. So let's talk about the doctors and dentists who did it before there was such thing as college. Doctors and dentists and even witches and wizards use nature, right? Nature is where all the answers are. If you're looking for answers for anything, you can come into nature, sit down for a minute, even fall asleep, and you will wake up with new information you never even thought you would have. All this water, bro. All this rain, but also rain is acidic. Rain is acidic. You're not supposed to drink rain. It's at a low vibration. I mean, not low vibration, but low pH. So that's another little tidbit I wanted to throw in there. But anyway, now when we're talking about nature, right? Even mud. Pregnant women eat dry dirt. I don't remember the benefits of this. You can look into that, but pregnant women can eat dry dirt, and it helps their fertility and birth. And anybody who ever plans on having a baby, I would advise you to have it the natural way, where you have it in the water, like a water birth. have a water birth, you do not need to go to a hospital because they're going to ask you to vaccinate your baby. Even though you can get it without vaccination, I don't trust hospitals because I know some things about hospitals, and we could talk about that in another video. So the hospitals, they like to ask you to give your baby flu shots or hepatitis shots and all this type of stuff when these flu shots got dead cells in it that sometimes are alive. My first time getting a flu shot, I got sick right after it. It's supposed to help you not be sick. I got sick right after my first very flu shot. Period. Now, anyway, this is why I don't like taking flu shots. I worked at a place last year where we had to get flu shots every, I think, 6 months. Hepatitis. Now, how is you? All it takes is feeding your baby the right nutrients and bathing your baby in the right temperature, mainly colder than warm, because this will help your baby become more immune to cold weather and not get colds. This is why you see. This is a part of the reason why you see people like the Russians dipping their babies in water, flipping them in water, hanging them by their feet in water. It's not a bad thing. Our ancestors used to do this stuff. See, a lot of the knowledge and techniques and methods to life is spread around and just taken away from some of the civilizations. So some civilizations got pieces of ancient information that all of us should have. But we live in Babylon. We live in the new Babylon now. This is the new Babylon. The whole planet is the new Babylon. America is Babylon as well. So all the languages, all the places with all the languages, if you know about Babylon, you know that this is the new Babylon. We live in the form of hell. Period. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my video of We Live in the Form of Hell video. Earth is literally a form of hell. We are living in the book of Revelations right now. Everything that's happening in the book of Revelations is happening right now. Period. Now back to nature. Earth loves you, dude. Earth loves you. If you connect with Earth's chakra, you're healing yourself and the earth, and you can feel it every step you take. You have more than 7 chakras. I want you to know that. You can connect with about 13 chakras. 13 chakras outside of your body. You got some up here. You got one in the earth. You got one at the base of your spine. You got a few up here. You got a few floating above your head. Now, another thing about nature is, let's say you a vegan, right? I advise everybody to go vegan. I don't care. Everybody should be a vegan. You go vegan, you're going to already be vibrating. All of this is going to be easier to you. You're going to be able to connect with plants. Now throw in sun gazing. You're going to become a god. You're going to become a god. You're going to become a god amongst men. You're going to have power. Period. Psychic powers, masculine power. You're going to become like a superhuman because that's what the sun does. Now, if you heard what I said in another video, that sun is who Jesus is supposed to be. The word son, S-O-N, comes from S-U-N. Jesus is called the Son, right? The Son of God. The Son. The Son. The Son. The Son. The Son. Jesus is the Son. So, yeah. Horus. Jesus' story comes from the ancient Egyptian god Horus. Horus is the god of the sun, the god of the sky. The sun and the moon is inside of this firmament. It's inside of that invisible dome up there. If you watch the Simpsons movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They depicted that dome. It got the hole in the middle. We got that up there too. That's how spaceships are able to go out there and get footage. No humans can go out there though. You try to get past that Van Allen belt, that radiation is going to fuck your world up. Promise you. And so yeah, that's all I really had to say about nature. Like, if you think about it, as children, right? As children, we liked to play. We went in nature and climbed on trees and whatnot. We loved that as children. I used to do that. I don't give a fuck how tall the tree was. I was going to climb that bitch and rock on the branch. I had some monkey action. I used to love monkeys. I wanted to be a monkey. At that time, even at that time though, I didn't believe humans evolved from monkeys. I never. But I can talk about that in another video as well. I'm gonna have to touch on that. That's actually some important information. A lot of people, and then you got people who don't believe it but don't have the knowledge on what the actual answer is. And when I give them the actual answer, it's like, or they just think I'm lying. But anyway, it's in scripture, it's in hieroglyphics, etc. All I can say is only piece I can give you right now is look up the Moors, that's Moors, and look up the Anunnaki, that's Annuki, or Annaki, Annunaki, whatever. You know how to spell it if you look it up. Anunnaki. But that's about it. I love nature. Go out in nature and talk to trees. Go out in nature and talk to plants. The plants love you and they waiting to give you information. It's like having an eye. Like, so Earth has an eye all over the earth. Like Earth knows what's going on all over. So that's basically you getting information that you would think you have to go around the earth and get off the internet by just going in nature. You are becoming powerful and going back to your roots. Pun intended. Goodbye, Dom Universe. Taking off. I love y'all. Like, subscribe. Peace.